Let's open the book on this. Today in Honolulu, Hawaii, masked gunmen are on the loose, sparking a citywide manhunt.
Hi, I'm Garrett.
And I'm Leah. Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett, here in Honolulu. First up, we've got some unsettling news. Masked gunmen involved in separate incidents have Honolulu police on high alert. So here's what happened. On Sunday night in Kapolei, 2 mainland contractors were shot, leaving one in critical condition. Then, the very next day, a carjacking took place on Round Top Drive, again with masked gunmen involved. The police are investigating these incidents separately and have yet to find any connections. They're urging the public to help with any information. These incidents are really challenging Honolulu's reputation as one of the safest major cities.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. There's a lot of concern over this surge in violence, and there's this disputed fact about whether the shooting victims were on federal business. That could really change the implications, don't you think? Community involvement is key here. Helping the police could really make a difference in resolving these cases. Next up, let's talk about something that's got a lot of people buzzing. Trump's EPA rollback could strengthen Hawaii's lawsuits against Big Oil. So basically, President Trump's decision to roll back the endangerment finding is actually helping Hawaii in its legal fight against Big Oil. This finding was a key part of fighting climate change. Now, the rollback could weaken Big Oil's defense that these lawsuits should be federally regulated, giving more power to state-level suits. Plus, Trump might be aiming to challenge the 2007 Massachusetts v. EPA ruling, which required federal regulation of greenhouse gases. Here's a surprising angle. The rollback might actually empower states to hold companies accountable for emissions. That's a twist, right?
Honestly, it's intriguing how a federal rollback could unexpectedly benefit state-level battles. But what does this mean for the long-term impact on environmental policies and Big Oil's accountability? I really hope this leads to positive outcomes in Hawaii's fight against climate change. Okay, let's move on. Hawaii lawmakers are addressing the costs of hiker rescues amid rising incidents. So, lawmakers are proposing bills to recover costs for rescues of hikers who trespass on prohibited trails. They're discussing whether charging for rescues will deter calls for help or not. There are also ideas like prepaid hike cards and a state rescue coordinator to improve the system. And get this, helicopter rescues can cost up to $2,700 per hour. Plus, social media is playing a role in more people trespassing for that perfect photo.
I could get behind the idea of prepaid hike cards. It sounds like a smart way to manage those costs, but will charging really reduce the number of incidents? And those helicopter rescue costs? That's a curveball. We need sensible solutions here. All right, on to the next. A $60 million settlement is resolving the Kapolei Roads dispute. So here's the deal. The state and city have finally reached an agreement over road maintenance in Kapolei. Residents have been complaining about paying taxes without proper services for nearly 30 years. Now, with this settlement, funds can be redirected towards affordable housing development by the Hawaii Housing Finance and Development Corporation. It's a big win for the community.
That's a story worth telling. Kapolei residents must be relieved. Infrastructure maintenance is so crucial. But nearly 30 years of dispute? That's wild. Kudos to them for finding a resolution that benefits the community. And last up, the demolition of Aloha Stadium begins, signaling a new era for Honolulu. The iconic Aloha Stadium, opened in 1975, is being taken down to make way for a new development project. The new Aloha Stadium Entertainment District will feature a new venue with increased seating and luxury suites. Plus, the redevelopment includes residential and commercial spaces, which should really give a boost to the local economy. It's surprising to see plans for thousands of residences and a focus on community engagement.
That's a curveball, but I'm excited for the new Aloha Stadium Entertainment District. This redevelopment has the potential for a huge economic impact. It's kind of bittersweet, though, considering the stadium's historical significance. But the future prospects are pretty thrilling.
This is Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett, right from Honolulu.
Thanks for tuning in today. Enjoy the rest of your day and come back tomorrow.